value and no cheap crap.
Leaving at 9:30 down here.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk. Bitcoin Brandon here from Los Angeles, California. Got to get started a little earlier than normal. I've got a busy day today. Didn't do a crypto talk the last couple of days, so I want to make sure I cover a couple of things. So go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube channel. I see Tracy Kubish. Good morning. Tony Pinkston, Moshe Frazier, Shane West, Lance. You like that, right? 1 million again. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestion, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make that happen? Find a vehicle like KGX, make a decision, take action, and do not get distracted. There's so many things out there that can distract you in this space. You have limited resources. Now, following these rules is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm going to be short this morning. I've got a lot of things I have to get into today. And got a lot of things I have to get it. So we got screen share, should be up and running. First thing we do is look at the coin market cap. Coin market cap shows 134.9 billion. That's a little bit of dip since I saw it yesterday. Bitcoin dominance is at 51.9 billion. So it seems to have flatlined over the last 2 days or so. Which direction it's going to go in from here is curious. If I were to look at the day-to-day charts, let's see, we've got a negative percent 24-hour change. It did go over 4,000 24 hours, the last 24 hours. Well, nope. 39.84 is the last 24-hour high. 39.61 right now, low 39.17. Let's see, the bot in here. It's got a buy order in at 39.36. No sell orders. I find this very interesting. This bot ain't selling no coins. It's doing nothing but buying right now. That's very interesting. What do they know? All right. Coin market cap, best performers last 24 hours. Aurora, Ontology, Quash, Ravencoin, VeChain, Status. PundiX, 3.9%. EOS, 3.3%. EOS is up to number 4 on the market cap. I'm going to come back to that in a second. Worst performers, ODEM, Electronium, negative 3.18%. Rivane, Tomo Chain, Quant, Insight Chain, Populous, Filecoin, Basic Attention, Veritasium. I got to look at that again. I want to see. EOS is making a run. Look at this. 3.5 billion market cap. So Ripple and Ethereum keep flipping with each other, but EOS is rising. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Tether. Bitcoin Cash is dropping. Stellar back in the top 10. Tron, Binance Coin, so Cardano, Bitcoin SVM, Monero, and IOTA and Dash. These used to be in the billion-dollar ranges. Dash, IOTA, Monero, Bitcoin SV there. All right, let's get into some of the articles. Up first, what do I want to do? Let's talk about Tesla. Tesla is going to have very, very big news in the crypto space, I predict, in the very near future. I predict. We'll see. Oh, there's been a whole lot of chatter in the chat box. Oh, let me see here. What's going on? New people came on. See, I see Mafoose, Cleve Stewart. All right. Let me put this link in the chat box. I'm just saying, all of a sudden, Elon Musk is talking about Bitcoin a lot lately. Tesla, the $51 billion car maker, could be one of the biggest beneficiaries of the U.S.-China trade deal if a comprehensive agreement is reached in the near term. In recent weeks, the U.S. and China have reportedly sped up the process of addressing core issues presented by both countries. While the current deadline of the trade deal on March 1st could be delayed by 60 days, negotiators of the trade deal have become increasingly confident in the prospect of the establishment of a full accord in the months to come. If the trade war comes to an end in the near term, as analysts and negotiators expect, Tesla could see its business in China flourish, especially following the launch of Tesla's China Gigafactory. A gigafactory. You know, I was in Texas, Dallas, and I went to, I guess I don't know what they call this Walmart chain, but it's not like a normal Walmart. It's a Walmart that takes up an entire, I guess, block. Or you want to say like a hotel in Vegas block. I had never seen a store that big before. It takes you 5 minutes to walk from one end to the other. I guess it's called like a Walmart warehouse or something like that. Why is my phone blowing up? Something happened I don't know about? My phone just blew up for some reason. And it always happens when I'm doing crypto talk. Like I'm about to miss something. Hey, who's blowing me up? Anyways. Gigafactory. Already the stock price of Tesla surged by 1.18% within less than an hour since the opening of NASDAQ, as investors build confidence in the prospect of a successful trade deal and the growing demand for Tesla in China. In the last week of December 2018, the government of China suspended tariffs on car imports from the U.S. Man, there's a crisis going on? Phone blowing up? Text blowing up? I don't think so. You guys haven't said nothing on here. It's too early for this. In the last week of December 2018, the government of China suspended tariffs on car imports from the U.S. until March 1st, essentially as a grace period to come to an agreement with the U.S. negotiators. Prior to the suspension of the tariffs, Tesla was forced to sell its cars $20,000 higher than the price of its models in the U.S. You know what? Why don't we focus on like Puerto Rico? We got tariffs on our own. Well, it's not a state, but our own territory. Makes no doggone sense. You got to pay that much extra in Puerto Rico for stuff. Actually, it does if you know the history. Anyways, while the popularity of Tesla in major Asian markets like Hong Kong and China has increased exponentially in the past several months, the tariffs led Tesla to price themselves out. When Tesla first opened doors for Model 3 in China in November along the long-range all-wheel drive performance, the cost was $83,500. Good grief. To $99,400. Without the tariffs in place, Tesla has been able to sell its Model S at $72,000, around 12 to 26% cheaper. Okay, yeah, I don't want to go over all this. This has nothing to do with crypto, but it is important that we pay attention to Tesla and Elon Musk, because they will be doing something in the crypto space very, very big. Very big. All right. Next up, we're going to look at Quadriga X again. Exit scam, mismanagement. Coinbase digs into failed crypto exchange Quadriga. I say all of the above. They can make a movie out of this. Exit scam. Now, I hate to toot my own horn, but the very first time this came out, that very first article, I said, this looks like an exit scam. A, education is key. Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, one of the world's largest crypto exchanges, said that the company conducted internal research on the Quadriga case. Quadriga has been claiming that Gerald Cotton, as CEO, passed away with sole control over its cold wallets containing 150 million in various cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, independent researchers claim that there is not enough evidence to prove the existence of cold wallets operated by Cotton. Armstrong also stated that balances from the Quadriga cold wallets were moved out in early 2018. So we're okay. Armstrong stated the balances were moved out of cold wallets. Wanted to share a summary of what we believe happened to Quadriga. We did our own internal research, including some blockchain analytics, to see if we could help. Important to note that this is just our best guess. Take it as pure speculation, nothing more. We identify clusters that look like Quadriga's cold storage were controlled by a human manually, and balances were moved out by early 2018. Now I'm starting to see a clearer picture here, because we knew that Quadriga had been in financial trouble all year of 2018. So this only makes sense that before the financial troubles was disclosed, this all moved out. They moved all the money out before that, but didn't tell anybody. So then when the guy dies, supposedly, then they can say, well, the money's gone because he has all the money in his cold wallet and we don't have access to it. When in reality, they moved the money long before any of that. That's interesting. So this is making sense. So in a statement, Armstrong shared a theory established by the Coinbase team, emphasizing that it is pure speculation. Hold on one second. Somebody's blowing me up. Gotta let them know I'm doing live. Hey, I'm gonna get right back to you doing a live crypto talk right now. Until the official investigation of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police is complete, no details in the case can be confirmed. So what's the theory of Quadriga's loss? I got a theory. As Kraken CEO Jesse Powell said, the story laid out by the Quadriga team that its CEO passed away with $150 million is highly suspicious, solely because researchers have been unable to track the cold wallets in question. The theory of the Coinbase team on the Quadriga case has the highest chance of being close to the nature of the real incident, which remains unconfirmed because it shows the potential motive of the exchange to announce the loss of $150 million in crypto. In mid-2017, let me go back to that one again. The theory is that the highest chance of being close to the nature of the real incident is because it shows the potential motive of the exchange to announce the loss of 150. Yeah, okay, I said that. In mid-2017, Quadriga, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in China, suffered a critical smart contract bug. First time I'm hearing about this. At the time, the company said that the bug led to the loss of substantial profits, but it claimed that it will have no impact on the core operations of the exchange. While this issue poses a setback to Quadriga and has unfortunately eaten into our profits substantially, it will have no impact on account funding or withdrawals and will have no impact on the day-to-day operation of the exchange. Okay. So they say the company may have attempted to salvage the exchange by employing a variety of strategies. But as the bear market arrived in the early 2018, the company struggled with liquidity, which could have led to the inability of the exchange to process withdrawals. This makes perfect sense. I'm getting a much clearer picture here. So liquidity dried out. Here's what happened. They get a bug or hacked in 2017 and lose a lot of money. They figure the market keeps going up. We can replace that and not worry about it. But what happened in 2018? The market did not continue to go back up. It dropped. In fact, I think that is one of the main reasons why a lot of companies and exchanges decided to pull exit scams. USI Tech, BitConnect, so on and so forth. Both those companies could have fought in the U.S. courts if they wanted to. But I think they saw that the market was being manipulated on a downward trend and not coming back up, and said, okay, we gotta cut our chips, our losses, and bail out right now. Quadriga, on the other hand, I think they did the same thing. They pulled all the money out. They realized that they're not going to be able to recover that money because the market is dried up, and spent 7 months trying to figure out how to do an exit scam on people. So 6, sequence of events suggests that this was a mismanagement with later attempt to cover up for it. As CCM reported, software engineer Tong Zhu lost $422,000 in life savings he obtained for working over 7 years in the U.S. for companies in the likes of Walmart. Speaking to Bloomberg, Zhu said that he filed for withdrawal as early as October 2018. The exchange never got back to the developer, and Zhao discovered the Quadriga situation through media reports. I wasn't using it for trading. I just wanted to move my money over to my Canadian bank account. What I didn't know was that my withdrawal would be pending for incomplete, and it never got deposited into my bank account. I've been waiting 4 months so far. I read that story. I don't know about his motives. Maybe he lacks a little bit more education on making that move. I don't know how Quadriga in Canada works. Can you move money straight from the exchange to your bank account? You don't do that here in the United States. At least I don't. I move it to my wallet and then I move it to my bank account. Why would you put all your money on the exchange? Even if you just did it in one day, that's too much money. I don't know. I guess I can feel for the guy. In consideration of the series of events that occurred prior to the scandal, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong said that the Coinbase team speculates that the death of Gerald Cotton was used to salvage the company out of a devastating situation. He explained, this implies that at least few people inside Quadriga knew that they were running fractional. If so, then it's possible that untimely death of their CEO was used as an outlet to let the company sink. Okay, okay, so if it is true that the CEO died, the other co-conspirators, I want to call them, use that as cover. Say, now's the time that we can make our exit. Let's put all the blame on him and run for the hills. So maybe after about a month of debate, management decided to cut losses and release a statement declaring that access to money was lost with the CEO's death. I agree with that. Why? Because dude died in December 9th, and it wasn't publicly reported until January. That's a whole month. While this story isn't perfect, it does seem plausible. I do want to emphasize that these are our best guesses based on the available data. As the case unfolds, we might find out we were incorrect. Hey, guys, I come up with the same conclusion. I'm with you on that. The investigation on Quadriga is still ongoing, and the intricacies of the case remain undisclosed, and as such, anything remains a possibility. If Quadriga intended to pull off an exit scam, it could have found a better timing to do it, ideally in the bull market when digital assets were valued substantially higher. While the possibility that the entire case is merely an exit scam remains a strong possibility, it is difficult to conclude the accuracy of any theory until all of the details of the case are revealed. I agree. I agree with that. But hey, my bet is on an exit scam. Somebody needs to go to jail. Find out what the wife is doing with the money, the co-owners. This doesn't smell right. You're running off of people's money, 150 million. Okay, let's look at IBM crypto chief. That alone, just saying that, forget about everything else. IBM has a crypto chief. Should tell the world that crypto isn't going anywhere. IBM crypto chief. He sets massive Bitcoin price at $1 million. This is not Mike Novogratz. This is not Tim Draper. This is not John McAfee. This is not the Winklevoss twins. This is IBM, who says, or they believe, that the Bitcoin price target is $1 million. Pay attention. I'm gonna do something big about this one on Facebook. Hey, wait a minute. Where is this? World Wire interview. Jesse. Okay, I wasn't at this event. IBM VP of Blockchain and Digital Currencies, Jesse Lund, is bullish on Bitcoin. So bullish, in fact, that he set a long-term $1 million price. Who was that guy at the Blockchain Expo that I interviewed from IBM? I got to go back and watch that video because he shed some light on some things. I know it wasn't Jesse Lund, but he's setting a price long-term at 1 million. Lund revealed his long-term Bitcoin price target at the recent Think conference in an interview with Fred Shibesta. The IBM executive pointed out that the higher the price of a crypto asset, the more utility it has. Therefore, he thinks people should focus less on the moving prices of crypto assets and more on their utility. That is true. That is what we're looking at as far as green is concerned. That's what you should look at as far as Bitcoin is concerned. The big boys don't care what the price of Bitcoin is right now. If the price of Bitcoin were higher, there would be more liquidity on the network. We could be having a really different discussion with banks right now, he says. He adds that speculators are hurting the value of cryptocurrencies because they're thinking about it wrong. Oh, okay. Later in the interview, Lund made an astonishing remark as to the future of cryptocurrencies. By New Year's Eve, he predicts the price of Bitcoin will be 5,000. However, his long-term outlook is much different. I have a long-term outlook. It goes back to that discussion about the utility of the network with a higher price. I see Bitcoin at $1 million someday. This ain't my broke cousin Pookie on the corner saying this. This is the VP of IBM. I like that number because if Bitcoin's at $1 million, then the Satoshi is on value parity with the US penny. Oh, he's really breaking this down. And that means there's over $20 trillion of liquidity in this network. Think about 20 trillion. I just was talking to Diana earlier, right? We were talking about the market cap when it got to almost $20,000 a coin. I'm sorry, $20,000, per Bitcoin. The market cap was at about 900 billion. And we were looking at green. Because when Ripple got to $3.63, over $19,000 was the crypto, 900 billion was a coin market cap. What do you think Ripple would be worth if it was at 20 trillion coin market cap? 20 trillion. Multiply, I know how to do this. I got to show you guys. Let me do this. I'll pull up this calculator. Just not by anything special that Ripple's doing. Just because the river rose, the water levels rose. So let's take 3.63 times 20, $72.60. Can you imagine Ripple being worth $72.60 a coin? Are you kidding me? Okay, I got to play with numbers again here since I'm doing this. Let's say you had 1 million green coins and it follows Ripple. And it did half of what Ripple did. Multiply, and it's worth $1.50. That's $1.5 million in coin. If green follows what Ripple did, and the coin market cap goes up to about 600 billion. Right now, the coin market cap is sitting at 134 billion. Let's say if the coin market cap reaches 20 trillion and green, you've got 1 million coins and you held on. Maybe it might take 10 years, 5 years or 10 years, but you held on to at least 1 million coins. And you multiply that. Each coin is worth $72 a coin. Really? Oh, this is not made up stuff. This is how people got rich in Bitcoin. The Winklevoss twins spent $11 million on Bitcoin when it was less than $100 a coin. billionaires because of it. You got to have long-term thinking. And that reminds me, we all got an email from Green. And if you didn't get the email, check your spam folder or whatever. That they're moving all of their mining to a different facility. So the mining is going down, according to them, for at least 60 or maximum 60 days. Could be less. So I know people, well, I'll wait until it comes back online to place my order for machines. What logic is that? If you place an order, your machine's not going to go online until 30 to 60 days anyway. So it's not like if you place your order right now, it's going to be mining right now. It's not. Now's the time to place your order on machines. So by the time it comes online, it's starting to mine. If you wait 60 days and then you place your order, you got to wait another 60 days to get your machine. So now you're talking not until what, June? No, this is the time to place your order so that they'll be online when the things come back up. Got to have some common sense here. Get prepared, get ready. We already know the machines were, what are you waiting for now? They've been mining for 6 months. People already have millions upon millions of coins. I know an individual right now that has over, let's see, how many? Let's see, 35 times one, about what, maybe 1.4, I'll say 1.6. Equals 50. Multiply that times. In other words, I know people that have over 50 million coins right now. All right, and they're buying more machines. So you don't want to wait. Man, you got 50 million. Let's say you had 50 million coins. And worst case scenario, let's say it just goes to 10 cents. That's $5 million worth of coins. Right now, at 10 cents. But let's just say those same 50 million, it does what Ripple did. CoinMarket gets to 1 trillion. And you're at $3 a coin? Oops, I didn't do that right. 50 million. $3 a coin. 150 million? Man. This is not get rich quick. This is not guaranteed. I'm playing with numbers here based on CoinMarketCap. All right, let's go back to the article here. So yeah, if you're sitting on, should I buy a machine right now? Yeah. So Lund's view is that when the Bitcoin price gets high enough, serious banks take more interest. When this happens, the utility of the token increases at its core value proposition. Less expensive transfers of value. Both IBM and R3 Corda are working hard on creating solutions for cross-border payment solutions using multiple digital assets. It's not every day that someone from the old world of technology predicts such a high price for Bitcoin. The $5,000 figure may even be debatable from here, as speculators make anything as possible. Man, IBM recently launched its WorldWire product, which in part relies on major cryptocurrency Stellar. Lund explained that Stellar is useful for cross-border payments despite its smaller market cap. Do you guys remember January 2018, what I said? 2 altcoins that I am really looking into long term. You remember what those 2 coins were? Stellar and Cardano. Now look at what IBM is doing. There's no technical reason for technical barriers that should prevent money from flowing the same way as information. The architecture of WorldWire is really a cross-border payment network, the magic of which, if you will, the novelty of it, is the ability to send payment instructions saying, hey, I'm sending you something, get ready. And on the other end, the receiver is making sure that who you're sending it to is not some nefarious actor or bad actor. Once that happens, and that happens really fast, then we send the value along with it. That transfer of value is made possible by digital instruments. settlement instruments, of which Lumens, that's Stellar, is one. So we see Lumens as a viable settlement instrument in this ecosystem of cross-border payments. Do you understand how big cross-border payments is? Let me show you an example. Bethany has me turned on to visualization. So, cross-border payments happen with stock markets, global money supply, global real estate, derivatives, really, right here. Futures contracts, options, warrants, swaps, forward contracts. You see how big this is? This is where the world's wealth is. We are talking about playing in a 1.2 quadrillion market. Have you ever seen that number before? Quadrillion? This is the money that's going across border and stuff. Forex. Why do you think we're adding Forex into KTX? And then after seeing all this, this is the size of Bitcoin. What if just 0.0001% of all of this flows through the crypto market? The coin market cap goes to 20 trillion. You see why IBM can come up with that number? Here's a number again of 20 trillion. But when you're dealing with 1.2 quadrillion, 20 trillion is a blip on the radar screen. IBM is getting themselves positioned and ready for this. Are you? Lund believes that a variety of assets should be available when making cross-border settlements. Most blockchain protocols outside of smart contract platforms don't allow for the transfer of multiple assets. In essence, IBM's WorldWire is an alternative to R3's Corda settlement layer, which in part uses Ripple. See, the last time IBM was in the news was they partnered up with, you want to know who? And I find this very interesting. JP Morgan and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation using Ripple in Australia to bring their entire tax service on the blockchain and their entire, their government network using Ripple. Why do I find that interesting? Because JP Morgan Chase just came out with their own JPM coin that is doing what Ripple's already doing. So why would they be in business using Ripple and they're not going to copy it? But IBM is neck deep in this. So is Berkshire Hathaway. So is Bill Gates. The richest people in the world, the biggest corporations in the world are all getting positioned. They're putting the infrastructure in place. What are we doing? We're worried about buying a mining machine right now because of the rig's down for 30 days. We have to start thinking bigger. You have to. I know right now, I have a number already for financial freedom. I already know what the number is. I have another number that I know for generational freedom in the crypto space. Financial freedom, 50K. You need to have 50K invested in something. Generational freedom, 100K. Everything that I'm doing right now is geared toward coming up with that amount of extra money. Once you know something, you can't take that knowledge away. I cannot unlearn what I now know. So everything that I do is towards that goal, to allow your money to work for you. And we have major announcements for KTX coming soon. I'm under a gag order. I got to keep my mouth shut, but get ready, be prepared. And as I said before, because people, what do you mean, Brandon, that this is happening? You don't need any of us. All I'm saying is this is going to happen with or without you. We would much rather it happen with you, which is why, what is my rule number 4 in my crypto space? Stay focused, And don't get distracted. Keep your eye on the prize, your ultimate goal. There's a lot of people that's going to miss out. I've seen people that since we've come into KGX, they've been a part of 6 or 7 other programs since then, instead of actually building what they got underneath their feet. The best days are coming and it hasn't even been announced yet. Keeping our mouths shut for a reason. Anyways, you guys have a great day. I'm off. I got things to do. Bethany, I think you called me the other day and I missed that call and I saw it that I got a call. So if you need to talk, let me know. Shoot me a text message and I got a doctor's appointment this morning. I'll give you a call right back. All right, everybody, have a great day. Hope you learned something new. As always, that's the point. Oh, yeah, I didn't talk about the Galaxy S10, huh? Okay, I'll do Crypto Talk tomorrow morning and I'll bring up the S10. There's a lot of articles already about it. I'll bring that up. Have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.